get that money, secure that bag, ayy. Boss up, get that money, secure that bag, ayy. Boss up, boss up, boss up, get that money, get that money. She a queen and they love her cause she got her own place, own car, she let go.
Hey. Y'all miss me. I know you do. How you doing? It's your girl Shay Shay from Simply Magnolias and Honey. Just a southern girl living life like it's golden. No matter how thick and sticky life gets, remember it is still what? Golden. All right, y'all. Okay, so today's message is you're not a trophy that can be taken up and down at the convenience and at the clout and also of the reputation of somebody else. Shit, what you mean? Look. Remember these past three videos. I've been talking about what? The first time I talked about was protecting your peace, right? The second video I talked about, living your fairy tale and your little Cinderella Clark story. The third video I talked about, before you get to those points of the Cinderella story, you're going to have to do some inner work first. Now, along with the inner work that has to be done before you get to that point, that's what this video right here gonna be. Y'all gotta understand that during the process of protecting your peace, yes, you done cut folk off. Yes, you done went into your little cocoon. Yes, you done start changing the way you eat, and you start doing all that little necessary stuff, right, behind the scenes that most folk that you're supposed to just keep to yourself. And you're supposed to just basically move in silence, okay? Once you get to that point and you've kind of did the inner work within yourself, next is tackling those generational curses that were from other people that are that pretty much got thrown up on you. But Shay, that's what protecting your peace is. No, a lot of folk you don't know. Because once you go into that cocoon, you think that, all right, bet I'm good. And then you start to realize there may be a little bit of remnant there. Okay? And you sit up there talking about some, well, why do I feel a certain type of way? Why do I, there's some still traumas that try to, arise within me. You got to be able to identify that. So once you tackle what your generational curse is within your family, then that's when you're ready to kind of like, all right, okay, now let's be ready for the next step. Like this, like what I tell you, this thing is exhausting. That's why for a lot of y'all, your Holy Spirit been telling you to get your rest in. Because if you're not well rested, meaning mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and that's when I was telling you, like, along those times when you start going through all them generational curses, certain things start popping up, you start noticing, oh, dad, so and so, auntie, cousins, Tootie and them don't ever talk to me no more. I wonder why, da da da. And you start asking God to send you certain confirmations, and you start to really realize, like, dang, that's the reason why. Because I got this generational curse that's been on my back that I ain't even know since birth. So you have been grandfathered in to a curse that you didn't even know existed for real. So I have a visitor. Yeah, she was supposed to make me this green tea.
Why did you just smack her?
So once you all have identified like the generational curses, yada yada yada, and remember what I told you. Remember what I told y'all about even soul ties. That little sneaky link that you was up there talking to, the old boy, old girl, whoever, that little rendezvous that you done had, right? And all of that stuff. Yeah, and especially if you are not married and you are single and you're trying to attract or you're trying to manifest your soulmate to come next. You can't have all them jokers up in your spirit and then be wanting to turn around and pass that thing on to somebody else. How selfish is that? No, you want to go to somebody clean-hearted, clean-spirited, untainted. You don't want none of that mess following you everywhere. No. So, with all of that being said, once you then get to that point and you done cleared out everything, whatever the case is, and then on top of that, like, so now you're ready to go to the next level. But see, my nose, Jesus. But see, so now what you got to look out for are the counterfeits. So now you're more spiritually in tune. You can hear, you can see, you can kind of intuitively recognize the real from the fake. And especially, for, however long however long that you did your time apart or whatever, you would know that you probably would have already dreamt it. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy because I just had a dream the other night of, it was a dream of confirmations of me meeting my soul partner eventually. It was like the dream showed me, okay, yeah. So I'm standing there and the dream was like, okay, right now you're about to so then it was like, so I'm standing there in like a dark room. But for whatever reason, it was like the dream would show me, okay, in my mind, I'm like, all right, as confirmation that you're about to meet your soulmate or whatever the case, soul partner or whatever, you're about to see X, Y, and Z, yada, yada, yada. And I'd be sitting there and all of a sudden, boom, that confirmation will come through. And the last one that I could really, really remember, like it was extreme detail, was I was standing there and I was sitting in front of standing in front of a big window. And it was like, well, when you see this, it's going to be like an orange, red, beautiful butterfly. And it's going to be so bright that it's going to look like it's on fire. It's going to be so radiant, right? And it's going to come through this window and you're going to see it. And then it's going to fly right back out. So I was like, okay. So in the dream, I'm standing there and, I'm just sitting there. And I was just like standing there in like this big old black room. And there's, like I said, the window. Then next thing you know, I heard a foo, 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 like that. And then the butterfly came through the window. And it looked like it was so gorgeous, yo. The colors, again, were that bright orangey, like, you remember that? Okay, y'all remember that movie, what's it called? The Hunger Games? What's it called? The Hunger Games? The Hunted Games? Something like that. The games, whatever. All the little kids had to go around to try to kill each other, whatever. So, remember when the girl, is her name Agnes? Y'all don't remember. This was like maybe like the second one. And she had to go down the, in all like the candidates or whatever, they had to go she had to go ride the horse down the long, and everybody was all cheering her on or whatever, because she done already made it to, all past all the levels or whatever. And her wings or whatever were looked like, and they called her the girl on fire, remember? And then, but man, it looked like she had like this, like cape or butterfly looking thing, and it looked like they were on fire. It reminded me of that. And the minute I saw it, like, I got this smile on my face, and I was like, all right, bet, cool. I don't have to worry about nothing else. But it's crazy because before I went to sleep, I was like, you know what, Spirit, like, I love being by myself. You know, I love, this, like, these past 4 years or so, I've been really digging deep to really figure out, like, who Shay is, and really getting to know me as an individual, set apart from when I was a wife, and when, and being a mother. I still have my identity. And so, like, I'm still an individual. Like, when I came to this planet, when I came to this earth, when I came through my mother's womb, that portal, when I came through that, I was still an individual. I was still a person who has a purpose and a mission, right? And these past couple of years, I was like, I need to figure out what that is, right? So anyway, so before I went to sleep, I was like, I don't mind being by myself, like, as of this point. But oh, remember I was talking in the last video, I was talking about, like, the guy left the woman because she was too masculine or whatever. And I'm just like, whatever, boy, bye. You just didn't want to take on her emotions and really figure out why she got put in that situation in the first place, whatever the case is. You weren't ready for her. But anyway, so at that point, I said, but if I'm about to be abundant, and I'm about to have this and I'm about to that, and, like I said, I want somebody to share that with. Like, I want my kids to be able to still see that, regardless of after all the hell that you've gone through, you're still able to find that genuine, non-toxic, that divinely inspired, divinely guided love again. Like love really does exist. Love that you won't see a whole bunch of arguing. You won't see a whole bunch of, like, different women that their children's mother being compared to. Like I want my children to be able to see, like, there is such thing as that Cinderella story, right? And I asked the Spirit that out before I went to sleep, and sure enough, that's the confirmation dream that I got. But along this journey, though, there's always going to be some big-headed tail joker that's not going to want to see you happy at all. It's always going to be some wide-back, silverback tail heifer that every time she sees you, she want to make this old ugly tail face, and you sit up there looking at her like, girl, I ain't never even talked. I ain't even did nothing to you. You know what I mean? But you don't have to. It's your presence, baby. And trust me, that your presence, your light kills them jokers. But you just keep smiling because you don't want to mess that up. Stop it. Don't self-sabotage yourself. All right? So you're going to have to realize that there are going to be a whole bunch of people. Like, your light is now starting to radiate. So you are going to start attracting a whole bunch of folk. Some people are going to look exactly like you had envisioned. Certain people are going to hold the characteristic of everything that you have been looking for and longing for, whether it be relationship, friendship, job, whatever. This is where I say your discernment has got to be on 1,000, because you don't have no more time to waste. You don't. I wouldn't say one false move or one wrong move is going to, Shay, shut up, because I am saying that. Look, one wrong move is going to set your tail back because you're trying to rush. You're trying to rush the process to do what? To be back in the same mediocre, stagnant, daggone relationship, friendship, mediocre shit, whatever the word, stagnant, whatever, that you just left. No. Take your time, babe. Trust me, because when they get here, it's going to be mind-blowing. Do y'all realize how many times I done been catfished? There's this one guy that I follow on TikTok and Instagram. He is so handsome to me. And so it's like I don't know, sometimes I'll be feeling like I know him like spiritually kind of thing. But then other times I'm just like, all right, Shay, come on. Stop playing. So anyway, but this one person, like if I like something that he posts, or if like I make a little comment, every joker named Mammy want to send me this daggone inbox talking about, well, hello there, beautiful. You are. I just wanted to stop by, and I just wanted to check in with my fans and yada 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 yee. And I'm looking like the thing like, stop playing. Because the joker that's for me ain't gonna play about me. But you gotta be very, very mindful of even who you are attracting also. And make sure there's just like, I am a natural healer. I really believe that people are just naturally drawn to me for whatever reason is, and it's grown, of course, as I've gotten older. People just come up and just want to start talking and be like, yeah, you know what, my sister, uncle's dad said that, did it? And I'm sitting there looking like, mm-hmm. In the back of my head, like, why this lady tell me this? But then I know why. It's because she feels, it's like it's almost like a sense of they feel safe. That's like the best way that I can really describe it. Like, they feel safe, right? Like, I'm no judgment zone. You're free to say whatever you want to say. I'm not going to chastise you. Now, if you want my opinion about something that you might be dealing with in your life, then I'm going to say, well, hold that thought. Because at this point, I'm going to need, okay, like, Holy Spirit, like, God help me, because I don't want to say nothing wrong. Don't have me talking about the side of my neck for no reason. And no, I'm not here for no clout. I'm not here for no ego boost. None of that. No, cut that out. If you do meet somebody, actions speak louder than words. If they really wanted to, they will. If they really wanted to call you, they will. If they really wanted to text you, stop by, they was at the store and they was thinking about you, they want to just drop something off to, they will do it. Trust me, they will. Don't allow somebody else to catch you slipping. Meaning this, yes, you're vulnerable right now. Yes, you are gullible at this point, especially like you've been in a dating scene, and or you just now stepping, like, again, for me, girlfriend, listen, I was married for 14 years. Like, I had blinders on. If I saw an attractive guy walking on the street, I'm like, oh yeah, he cute, whatever, boom, keep it moving. Half the time I'm like, and that, I keep it moving. Like, I've never stepped out on my husband, ever. You hear me? So when I got out into the dating scene or whatever the case is, and I started seeing all these men pop up on the daggone TikTok, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Shoot. All this been out here all this time? Shoot. I had a visitor. So, but yeah, so don't think that, people can just up and just, use you to abuse you. And again, you now your eyes gonna be looking like, trying to look every which way. But you need to be, like, for real, you need to be getting your money together and all that other type of stuff, getting your business together, like, or whatever the case is, really homing down on what else that it is that you need to do, because everything will just kind of just come at you. But then again, the fakes will come up and show up too. But if you do decide to link up with a counterfeit, don't let that joker treat you like a trophy, like you a daggone elf on the shelf or something. Like, one day it's okay to put you up on a shelf, and then the next minute it's okay to take you down when guests come over. Or it's okay that, they're going to take you down and polish you down when you got guests that come over to your house, and the next minute it's like, oh, I'm going to put you back on the shelf when it's convenient for me. Especially if you drew a very attractive person. Don't let that person try to use you for no clout. Oh yeah, you know, I was able to pull this person. I was able to da woo woo woo. And then every time they want to go out, they always want to dress to the nine, because then they want to walk around as if like they just want to show you off. But when it comes down to you actually sitting down with them, talking about generational wealth and how y'all gonna go from this time to next time, or this time period to next time period, and you know what your next steps are, you know, if y'all want children or not, and you know, like all of the stuff that you kind of want to kind of get out the way in the beginning, or you know what I'm saying, like, or just want to, they see all your spiritual gifts, so they just want to hang on and be that leech, so that by the time you get to a certain level, they kind of just already like grandfather themselves in, and you have to you back looking at them like you up there tricking your own self. Well, they have been here the whole time. They ain't been there the whole time. They ain't did jack for you the whole time. So why is you even allowing them to even get this free ride? Everybody can't go with you. I thought we discussed this during cocoon season. Everybody can't go. That's why you've been alone all that time. Why set yourself back 5 years, 10 more years? Why you gonna self-sabotage yourself because you in a rush? My time of trying to be in a rush for stuff? No, baby. Listen. I am not gonna rush for nothing. You trying to rush to bust a nut for what? Why? You trying to rush just so you can be seen with somebody, just to be seeking validation. Again, that's what all that shadow work was for. Like that's what all that time alone was for. Just so you don't have to go through the process. So now you doing a whole 360 backwards. The time alone was for you not to seek validation from people. That time alone was for you to really discern, okay, who is for you and who is against you. That time alone was for you to really use your eye and really kind of see, okay, now that person not for me. Because I can see through all that Maybelline, baby. I can see through all of that. So what you here for? Oh, it's silence in the building. What is it that you want again? And when you look them in their eyes, they can never look you in your eyes. So now they're looking at you like, oh, well, they're looking all around the world because they don't want you to know who they really are. And you looking down into their soul and you looking at them like, you know what, that's okay because I know who sent you. Go on about your business. Oh, all right. That's what that time alone was for. So what I'm really trying to get y'all to understand, like, and understand yourself, like, don't allow yourself to get set back because you so tired of being alone. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to be with somebody and still feel alone. I know what it feels like to actually physically and mentally be alone. I know what it feels like I've always been alone ever since I was even a child. Like, I would always be in a room talking to myself. Probably when I was younger, I wouldn't talking to myself as a child. But you know, children see stuff back in the day, and I'm very sure I was seeing stuff even as a child. As an adult, I can see things, so I'm very sure I was seeing stuff as a child. But I was always by myself, and so why, like, I don't get it. Like, why throw all of that away? Why throw it away? Like, I just don't get it. I am not, trust me, I am, listen, I told y'all the last video, I am a very, very affectionate person. Like, That is my love language as far as like physical touch and affirmations, and me knowing that I am able to understand you on a more soul level. If I can get to the point where I can understand your hurts, your depressions, your fears, your strengths, your weaknesses, once I understand all of that just by hearing you talk for a few minutes, and if I can get you to understand, and if I can get myself to understand, pretty much your life will flash before me to a certain degree, and I will know everything that I need to know. And over time, it's only going to get even stronger. If I can get to that point, that is nothing more of just intimacy. I respect the fact that you see me as a safe haven. I submit to the fact that this is how you have struggled with past people. And I surrender my personal emotions to know that maybe you need just a little bit more healing. And as I was saying earlier, I don't even know if I cut myself off or not, but I am a natural healer. Again, like when people just walk up to me and just want to start talking. And a lot of times, if you are a natural healer, you attract a lot of broken people. But I have learned to like take that energy in, digest it, figure out like what the common denominator is, what's the foundation of that person, what allows them to feel the way that they feel, and then able to react maturely and according to how they react to certain things. Like when I was going through all my pain with all of my stuff, and this is the one thing that I did not like. This is the thing about people putting you on a trophy and taking all the good that they want to see in you and not wanting to deal with the bad also. People who have did you dirty, did you wrong, upset you, didn't understand you, misused you. They was confused about how to love you, X, Y, and Z, right? And then turn around and get mad at how you react to the certain issue. If you lied to me and cheated on me, X, Y, and Z, you can't get mad at me if I'm walking around punching walls. You can't get mad at me if I'm crying every 5 seconds. You can't get mad at me if I see an attractive girl and all of a sudden I break down because then I'll start, well, you probably want something like that. You can't get mad at me. You can't get mad at me if every 5 minutes, I have all these outbursts. How are you going to determine how I'm able to heal based off of the trauma that you started? How are you able to tell me basically to fix something that I never broke? How are you able to tell me and give me a time limit on how much time I need to heal from this tragedy, from now these trauma that you have now caused? So whenever you want to deal with me, you like, well, I don't feel like dealing with you today. So I'm going to go ahead and put your tail up on a shelf. And when I'm ready to deal with you, then I'll take you off that shelf. But the more you allow them emotions and everything to keep building up and building up and building up, all that does. Or like, you cannot get mad at me. When people say, oh, you made your bed, you got to lay in it. Yes, you do. This is something you're going to have to eat. This that humble pie slice, you're gonna have to scarf that joker down. And deal with the ramifications of choking up. Deal with the ramifications of your insides being all jacked up because you decide to eat too fast. You try to rush somebody else's process because you don't want to have you didn't want to sit back and just taste all the burnt elements of everything that you done burnt because you left it in so long. You don't want to have to deal with the feeling that was filled with it. So every cherry was abuse. Every cherry was filled with rape. Every cherry was filled with, okay, you neglected that person's emotions. You can't sit there and tell somebody, oh, here you go with this again. And every time that person try, and then again, if you're the one who broke something, you can't, why are you allowing the other person to come up with ways to fix it? You don't want need to be doing that, because then now that shows me if you really care or not, right? Stop allowing folk to put you on a shelf. Stop allowing people to make you think that your emotions don't matter. Some of the biggest times of your life, the biggest situations in your life, the biggest trials and tribulations that you go through in your life, that is when you figure out who is really for you and against you. Y'all hear me? Yo, I've been dealing with these battles for the past 4 years by myself. And you know what? By God's grace, I like that. Because I don't need everybody in my ear talking about what, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Yeah, girl, you should have been that, woo, 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 woo. Well, your situation over there, your house over there in shambles too. So how you gonna give me advice on what the world I need to do? Oh, all right. Stop allowing folk to label you. Stop allowing people to come into your life after you done did all this work with yourself. You didn't saw your vision. You didn't see where God's about to take you. You didn't saw all the confirmations, the synchronicities, the dreams, everything. And because you couldn't wait just a little bit longer. I like that. This journey ain't for the weak. I keep telling y'all that. This journey ain't for those who just think this is a fly-by-night type of thing. This is not something that, oh, you can just walk into this thing and be like, oh, I'm good. No, babe. Are you gonna be completely healed? I don't know. That's up to you. That's up to you whether or not. I need to feel it. You see that? Y'all don't come for my nails like that. Don't do it. You gonna get money? You gonna give me money to feel it? Oh, all right. I'm gonna put my cash app down there. Stop playing. Sure. Stop it. Don't come for me. Oh, girl, you know, look at the whole week. Yup, you see it, right? Mm-hmm. Let me put my cash app link up in there. Stop playing. Like, y'all, don't. I wish somebody would put me on the shelf. I'm gonna hop down there. For real. You ain't gonna, listen, I feel like I've been in a box all this time. I have been in a box for so long. Mentally, emotionally. Because, you know, certain people don't want you to be yourself. And when they be like, girl, you so crazy. I sure am. Shay, you always laughing. And girl, you so, yep, sure is. But don't get it twisted, though. Don't let a tear fall. That's all I'm going to say on that. Like when you got all this pent up energy and all of that from all this time. For the past all these years, and I've been really, you know, in my little, this daggone applesauce real hidden for real right now. This joker. Shoot. My daughter made me some green tea. I didn't drink this green tea. I didn't tell y'all what happened. Need some honey or some sweet love or something. Shoot. But anyway. It's go time. Like I told y'all. Yeah, TikTok TikTok is right now is the platform where everybody, you know, they telling all, the world's secrets. The world's secrets and you know, who the black people really are and what, you know, America really is, and the this celebrity that celebrity done did this and this one over here, da 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 da, and you know, and the spiritual world is awakening and yada yada yada, like all this other good stuff. I understand all of that. But TikTok has been a platform where you've seen so many people shed the most emotion ever. I've never seen people really step into their true, authentic self by sharing their emotions ever. And most of the time I see men on there talking about they just want to be loved. They just want, you know, they just want that genuine old school R&B 90s love, for real. That's what they want. And I don't know what is going on outside, but somebody for real partying. And remember that this happened the last time? Shoot. Somebody was over there partying, boy. Like, I hear the music all the way up here, and I'm on the daggone fourth floor in my house. Shoot. I'm like, what kind of partying y'all doing over there? It's Friday night. It's ladies' night. Where Montel Williams at? Shoot. But anyway, like, I'm so serious though. I really am. Stop allowing folk to treat you any kind of way after you done did all that work. You done did all this work for yourself. You done did, sound like they having like a rave or something over there. But you done did all this shadow work for yourself. You done did all this, and you know, just don't allow that time to go out to waste. Like I told you, I've been catfished so many times lately. And all these, like, I mean, I'm not trying to say, you know, I mean, you know, I'm a nice little piece of chocolate, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? But of course, are there more beautiful women than I am? Absolutely. They got better bodies? Absolutely. Could cook, can you do this, they dress better, and, you know, got more money. There's always going to be somebody that's better than you. Absolutely. But don't get one of them jokers that are always looking for the next best thing. Because for real, what's for you is going to be for you. And that person that be with you going to act like you, like, look. And I'm not also trying to say that, you know, well, all these men want to try to talk to me. All they want to be, you know, a little piece of little Shay Shay, you know what I'm talking about? But, you know, it's a good enough of them. After a while, kind of gets annoying. But, I already know that I'm a catch, so I ain't even got to trip about that. You ain't got to come on. I don't got to have no full face of makeup and all that bull. I don't got to do all that. I don't got to walk around with my daggone chest out. I already told y'all all that. Shoot. All I know is I'm a trophy, absolutely. But you ain't going to play no games either, because I done already seen it. And I'm going to see it first. You got to be so in tune with who it is that you are. Whose you are. Within and out. That you allow for folk to play games on you. Don't do that. Because now, what's that little saying? What that saying say? Shame on you, you know, or fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It ain't gonna be no thrice. We ain't getting no third time. Shoot, you fooled me once. By that time, your antenna should have been like, look, hold up. In the process, matter of fact, listen. In the process of your tail thinking that you're gonna try to fool me, I probably done already got some down. Like, hold on. My antenna sitting there looking like, wait a minute. Oh, so that's why. And I'm sitting up at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking, putting all the puzzle pieces together, thinking like, hold on. If you called me at so-and-so, but you said you was at so-and-so for around this time. Ooh. I'm listen. This what listen. My children will tell you. I got like the memory of a daggone elephant. Sometimes I play crazy, but I got the memory of a. I said, hold on. They be in the middle of telling me a story, right? And specifically a story where it involves them getting in trouble. So they be like, "Mommy," and then so. I said, hold that thought. Did you just hear what you just said? But wasn't it yesterday when you came home about 5:06 in the afternoon? You had on the red shirt on and this, and then you sitting up underneath the willow tree, and you told me that you know you ate an apple, and then that apple was green, but then now you gonna turn around and tell me the apple was red. The reason why they sitting there looking at me like this in their mind, and they sitting there looking at me like trying to figure out another lie to cover the lie that they done already told me. Or better yet, that's crazy because I had a dream about that. And that's not how that played out. You want to revisit the story again? All right, I got time today. I can listen. Or I'm going to let you go through the whole story. Listen so attentively. For real? Dang. See, that's what their problem is. Because you know what? And agree with you too. Size that joke up so, ooh boy, size that joke up too. And you was like, yeah, man, because eventually you're going to slip up. Because your excitement now overtook your lie. And I'm sitting up there looking like, what that thing, oh shoot, let me call him not a thing. But that boy used to be like, got him! And I'm like, but remember 2, 3, 4 months ago when you told me that da-da-da-da-da, woo, 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 blah, 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 and da-da-da-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Matter of fact, because remember when you sent me this, dot, 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 and then they sitting there looking like, oh, so, but you just told on yourself. You just said that. See, don't do that. Don't let nobody play you like no fool. Stop it. Stop it. I didn't let you told this whole story and think you had the upper hand. It's in the back of your mind. Oh yeah, she falling for it. Oh, all right. Listen, if you telling me the story the whole time, especially if I ask you about it, and you see me doing one of these numbers right here, I get to rocking. About to sing one of them old Negro spirituals. Holy Spirit, I need you, Lord. Somebody finna die. Lord, you gonna catch me on my knees. Lord, I need you. 'Cause I'm finna send this joker to thee. Lord, I need you, Lord. Please come get him. Oh, Lord, stop playing. I'm not playing. But let me get up off of here. I just wanted to come up on here because I was just like, look, I don't want nobody getting taken advantage of, and just allowing all of their time that they've invested to go to waste. But I love y'all. You should love yourself too. You need to love yourself even more than you've ever done. Love yourself so much that it hurt. Love yourself so much, so deep that it hurts that you don't even want to see yourself ever get to that point ever again, right? So, I leave y'all with this. I love you like a fat kid love cake. And I'm that cake. All right. Bye. See you later.